Okay? That could be a headline. But as Tony said, using a how-to headline is a breakthrough for most people, or a bullet, a how-to explanatory sentence. Yet, when you write for the top mailers, in the contract it will actually say you cannot use how-to bullets. And the reason they do that is because, again, as Tony said, it's overused. Writers, lazy writers will have how to do this. Here I've got 2 in a row. What's interesting about this, and I wouldn't have brought it up if Tony hadn't brought it up, this is an A-list piece for a top-end mailer. I forced them to do that because I like how-tos so much that I left them in there. So I had 2 how-tos. They happen to be right next to each other in the copy because after I get all my bullets, I usually write the bullets as soon as I can. When I get my features and benefit list out, then I start writing bullets for every single one. Every single feature and the benefits, I start writing bullets, and I will have 20-page of bullets that I will start culling down to the hottest, from 100 to the hottest 20, the best, and then sort of arranging them in order. So I'm getting the hot deal. I'm really nailing them. Okay?
It's not that there's anything wrong with how-to bullets. It's just
overused.
Yeah,
it's way overused. And in fact, Rodale does put that in their contract, no how-to bullets. So the only reason I get these through when I write A-list pieces is that they're so good that they have no argument. Their argument is sound. Most writers would have 20 in a row. How to do this, how to do that. Boring, boring, boring. Throwing them in the middle. And this, by the way, is like page 6 of an 8-page letter. Okay? Mac.
Is there a formula for how many bullets you do use then? If you're saying 20, I mean,
in indirect mail, you're usually limited to an 8 to 12-page letter because of postage stuff. So there is a physical limit. Online, people are writing 40 and 100-page letters full of bullets. But I go in and I say, this is the same bullet as this one. They may not notice that, but I say, this is the same benefit, the same feature. And they get repetitive. So a good writer goes in, what's the famous line? Good writing is rewriting. You go in and you start culling and you start looking, how can I say this better? And I will tell you that on this page, these probably started out as 10 or 12 bullets, and I started combining them.
Do you rank them from the great to least?
Yes.
Is that
you don't save the good for last. And that's another thing I do when I critique websites or something. The guys usually hide their stuff 4 screen pages down. I say, no, you want everything you can on that first screen page to go, and then you start supporting that as you go down. So yeah, you definitely you don't want to save the best for last. That's a ridiculous way to do it. Tony,